I want to bring in Chief Meteorologist Tony Mainolfi now. And Tony, a lot of lightning strikes over the weekend.
Oh, yeah, especially near my house in Seminole County. It was lighting up the house. We could see it through the windows.
So we got a handful, I'd say about 5 to 7 areas somewhere of the continuous cloud to cloud, cloud to ground lighting, like the event we had last night. It was just, I did a Facebook Live. I was just so impressed with it. Live pictures too, by the way, while we're talking about lighting, from Maria Comerford there, tracking some of the storms. That's down towards the airport right there. Man, that is look at the base of that thunderstorm right there.
Yeah, that's big.
It looks like a developing wall cloud there. So we'll watch that. Again, nothing severe right now, but that's certainly a strong storm. And if you're flying in a plane, you definitely don't want to fly.
No,
turbulence
that's
is
not
going
for
to
me.
be there.
That's right. That's right. So again, there are going to be some delays at the airport. Maria, that is a beautiful shot. I know you can hear me. I do appreciate your hard work out there, young lady. So we're tracking those storms. We've got our weather lab on the ground. We're coming at you from all different directions. And now we're watching a brand new cluster of storms there on the back side of what is now Invest 93, newly developed this afternoon. You can see that spin. What that spin is doing is driving the storms down to the south and west. So a lot of the severe weather is on the western side of the peninsula. So I think we're done with that. We'll still watch a couple of the areas near the airport and into northwestern Osceola County. Lighter showers, there's Ocala. Again, more of a lighter rain. Bushnell back towards Claremont. Boy, Bushnell, you had some strong to severe storms there earlier today. And now, as that breeze is pulling back towards the east here, notice how a couple of storms have fired up right along the beach line there. And while that's going on, it's going to be interesting to see how far east this is able to propagate with this next batch of showers coming in off of the Atlantic. That could be an interesting setup there later on. But the strongest storms right down towards the airport, down towards Kissimmee, where the chopper has been flying. And then you can see tonight pretty much winding down fairly quickly, although I'm not quite sure I like what the model's doing on the eastern side of the peninsula, with the rain already approaching the eastern side with a couple of lightning strikes. So overnight tonight, we'll keep the mention in of a couple of showers. Just take a look at Futurecast there. There's the spin and the churn and the turn coming in off of the Atlantic and quickly moving off towards the west. Not sure that I buy the forward speed, though, of this particular run. I think it's way too quick, and I think the rainfall is well underdone. So let's hope the 8 o'clock update here gives us a better look at what Invest 93 is going to do over the next 24 to 36 hours. Temps tomorrow running 85 to near the 90-degree mark. 12-hour forecast just like today. Those yellow impact icons, active weather, strong to a few severe storms likely tomorrow afternoon. And more importantly, as Invest 93 pulls over the peninsula, we're going to get a lot of rain. That, for me, as of right now, is going to be the biggie and the biggest thing we're going to have to watch, because we'll get more rounds of showers and thunderstorms rotating around this particular feature over the next 24 to 48 hours. Now, the first spaghetti plots are coming on in. These are not the true Top Gun tropical models that we look at. It's the initials. This will be replaced with some better computer models tonight. I'll have those coming in right around 9 o'clock, and you'll see them at 10 on the CW18 and again at 11. So when you look at the Euro and the GFS side by side, the first thing that stands out, the Euro is a little bit quicker and much farther west than our GFS model. Both models would give us a lot of rain either way, so that's one of the things that we're going to have to watch here very carefully. And these models do not do a very good job with rainfall during tropical systems. This, to me, looks well underdone compared to what could potentially head our way. So, having said that, we're going to watch the flood possibilities here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and again on Thursday. Historically speaking, the models this year have not done very well with Barry and Chantal, so we'll have to watch that. Temperatures getting back to normal over the weekend. Rain chances also getting back to normal over the weekend.